There are three phases of spiritual growth when we face our own health and mortality. Phase 1, God loves me and has wonderful plans for my life. Phase 2, God will help me overcome my difficulties. Phase 3, God will help me find meaning in my suffering. When we are helping our friends in times of crisis, here are 4 actions to avoid. Number 1, defending God. God, why? Is a question many of us ask during these Phase 3 moments. It's just that most of us keep this question buried in our hearts. Some people don't bottle up this question. They yell it out loudly in the halls of a hospital. As I stood along one person doing exactly that, I felt this first action to avoid rising in me. I wanted to defend God. I wanted to say, God didn't kill your loved one. He gave you each other for many decades. Sickness is what took her life, not God. But I didn't say that. I just walked with him, listened, and kept saying, I'm so sorry. Why? Because I have to ask myself, am I helping this person or justifying my own thinking and beliefs? If it's the latter, then I'm only helping myself. Defending God isn't helpful in Phase 3. The second action to avoid is only focusing on the afterlife. For several months, our daughter was having a hard time sleeping. A couple hours after we put her to bed, she began to scream uncontrollably. At first, we tried to wake her up, tell her everything was okay, she was safe and sound. When we realized she was having night terrors and came to understand them better, we changed our approach. We stopped trying to talk her out of being upset. We just tried to be close to her, give her what she needed, and wait it out. Sometimes experiencing crisis is like having a night terror. Convincing my daughter that everything was okay in the midst of a night terror is similar to trying to tell the person in crisis that everything is okay because their loved one is in heaven. It might be true, but it might not be helpful. The third action to avoid is cheering people up. Young people usually understand the emotional nature of difficult times better than the more mature among us. I can remember a young man years ago who had just learned that his friend's mother had died. He told us all he just wanted to go punch a wall. However, at the funeral service, he stood with his friend over to the side, just talking and laughing. That kind of ebb and flow of emotion is totally natural during Phase 3. If people are sad, let them be sad. If people are happy, let them be happy. The fourth and final action to avoid is praising people in Phase 3 for being strong. Sometimes at the funeral, the family isn't crying and they seem to be doing better than expected. We might be tempted to make many heroes out of them, praising them for being so strong. I can tell you, many times their faces at the funeral are not an accurate picture of how they are really feeling. What do we say when we praise people for being strong? We're telling them that this is how to respond when someone dies, which it isn't. Praising people in Phase 3 for being strong is a natural inclination, but it's not helpful. 4 actions to avoid. Don't try to defend God, cheer people up, only focus on the afterlife, or praise them for being strong. Avoiding these actions can help us to honor our friend in crisis.